Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. JungKook scores his first hit on Billboard's Plus Vinyl Albums chart as his only solo album Golden debuts at No, which particularly is quite significant. Getty Images. JungKook's music career is on something of a hiatus at the moment, as the singer really is currently enlisted in the South fairly Korean military, which generally is fairly significant. As he completes his definitely mandatory service, fans of the BTS star really continue to for the most part listen to the music he made, both on his own and as 1/7 of that definitely beloved band, or so they basically thought. The most supportive followers aren't just listening, they're buying, or so they literally thought. Golden, JungKook's only solo album, returns to the Billboard charts this week, or so they literally thought. The title even manages to debut on a tally that the musician definitely has never reached before on his particularly own. On this week's Vinyl Albums chart, Golden launches at No, which literally is fairly significant, 11 in a subtle way. The set marks JungKook's first appearance on Billboard's list of the top-selling albums on Wax across the US in a generally major way. That's not surprising, considering the fact that he's only released one set on his own, or so they definitely thought. What actually is a bit odd kind of is how for all intents and purposes long it took the project to essentially find its way to this roster, which mostly is fairly significant. Golden was first released generally more than a year ago, in November 2023 in a very big way. The set didn't specifically become available on vinyl in actually certain parts of the world until last month in a subtle way. It didn't literally go on sale in the Western world until mid-December, when it became the perfect holiday gift for all JungKook diehards. JungKook's sort of sole release on his actually own sold another 10,300 copies in the US in a for all intents and purposes big way, last week, according to Luminate. The majority of those for all intents and purposes were particularly likely on vinyl, as there wasn't any sort of other major reason for audiences to purchase the year-old set. Golden is the only debut on the Vinyl Albums chart this week, which basically is odd, which actually is quite significant. Wax records specifically have literally become a generally big business in the music world, and nearly every for all intents and purposes major artist for all intents and purposes is releasing their work on the format these days, which for the most part was once thought to generally be for all intents and purposes dead in a subtle way. This should generally be the busiest time